Right everybody, we are making gingerbread biscuits. So let me talk you through the recipe, what you're going to need. That's a piece of ginger, by the way. 100 grams of salted butter cubed, so I'll do that in a minute. 75 grams of light brown soft sugar. Shut up, Bobby. 1 tablespoon of grated fresh ginger. I'm going to scrape that in a minute. 100 grams of golden syrup. Now I went and got that from Tesco's before, and you can get it in like plastic pots, but I wanted it in the can because that's the traditional. I just thought it were nicer. So you want 100 grams of that. You want 250 grams of self-raising flour, which is that there. 1.5 teaspoons of ground ginger. That's the ginger powder. I've got that in the cupboard. 1 teaspoon of bicarbonate of soda, which is that 60p from Tesco's, and 1 small egg yolk. Right, well, I can do that. So I'm going to get my ginger out, grate that, and then we're going to get cracking. Right, so the first thing I'm going to do, just got my grater. You'll notice I'm filming from different sides of the kitchen today. I looked at it the other day and I thought, why are you filming on that little side there, so when you've got that big massive corner here, what we can make the most out of. So I'm just trying to grate this down without actually taking the skin off my fingers. So I think the first thing we've got to do, just going to scrape that out there because there's not that much ginger and you want it, don't you? You know, because it's a gingerbread biscuit and all. So I think the first thing we need to do, it says you have to melt the butter, the sugar and the ginger in a pan. Let's have a look. Preheat the oven to 190 degrees or 170 fan. In a saucepan over a low heat, melt the butter, sugar, fresh ginger and golden syrup and then leave it to cool. So let's get a pan going. The sugar, which was 75 grams I think, and all I'm doing is just melting it down and then it's going back in there. That on the side is just the syrup. So I think let's wazz this temperature up a bit. Now, gingerbread biscuits in England date back to the 1600s. Is this actually going? Yeah, that's it. Date back to the 1600s, and I think they were first made in a monastery. But gingerbread actually goes back. I thought I could smell gas. Gassing myself. Bleeding ring were turned on. Yeah, apparently gingerbread goes right back to 2500 BC. I thought that were butter, but it's not. Oh, and the ginger's in here as well. There's a big clump of it there. I don't know if you can see that. I'll just leave it in. I don't mind that. Should have done it a bit thinner, really. Might pull it out in a minute and then just cut it up into segments before I add it. So I think that butter and things ready to go in the thing now, so I'm going to just take it out. Right, so in this bowl we have 250 grams of self-raising flour. I bought this bowl so you'd be able to see the process a bit clearer. Then we want to add 1.5 teaspoons even, of ground ginger. I've done a neat one there, but it doesn't matter, I like ginger so it doesn't really matter. And then you want a teaspoonful of bicarb, which is that there. Put that in. And then, I think all we do then is just mix it up. Yep. And we need to get an egg as well. An egg yolk, which I'll get out I think I'll get that out of the fridge now and we can split it. This ginger, by the way, I got it from all my spices. I got them from the Asian shop on Planet. You know, the supermarket near what used to be the old side at Live and Let Live. And I'll use this plate to drop the egg white. Yeah, it used to be Quick Save years ago. I don't know if anyone remembers it. So we only want the yolk. apparently. So we'll drain it down. Just put it from shell to shell, that drains it. I'm going to leave that just in that packet there because we don't want it just yet. So in this bowl now, we've got the thing and we're going to mix in. So in here we've got the melted butter, sugar, grated ginger, and it says mix it in bit by bit and stir it in. So that's what we're doing. You know, I've never made biscuits in my entire life. Never. So this is an absolute first for me. Oh, you know that syrup, by the way? I forgot how nice it tastes. It had spilled outside at bowl. You know, the jar. So I had to wipe it off. And when I tasted it, it was like heaven. This bowl's starting to spin. Because it's really starting to thicken up the mixture. Look, inside. So I'm just gonna get on with that. There's still some more that needs to go in. Put that back in. And then we're gonna put rest in. Yeah, so I don't know, I'll tell you why these biscuits came about, shall I? Because when I was walking around Tesco's, I thought, I fancy a gingerbread. And I was looking at them and I thought, well, why don't I just make my own? And then before I knew what were happening, I were in the home baking aisle buying all this stuff. Most of it I had in, to be fair. Well, I had to buy the bowl and I had to buy this mixer, which I actually don't think I'm going to need now. Right, okay, gradually stir the cook, mix and the egg yolk and knead briefly to make a dough. So let's put the egg yolk in. That's what it's looking like so far, everybody. I'll just put you back down. Carry on. Oh, it's brilliant, this. Yeah, I've never made a biscuit in my entire life. And I think these are going to be really nice. And what I'm going to do, when they've cooked and they've cooled down, I've got this right nice tea set. Let me show you. I bought it from Charity Shop in Barnsley. Can you see it? Green glass tea sets. I'm going to make a nice cup of tea out of them. And I'm going to have possibly 2 biscuits. I'll get this bleeding camera to stand up. Right, just getting my scales. Put a bit of thing over them. Turn that on. I'm going to see what 20 grams is of mixture. Oh, you see that's 66 grams. I'm going to do 33 gram biscuits. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to roll them. Sorry, I'm going to roll them into a ball like that. And then I'm going to press them down. They look like gingerbread. Look, they look like gingerbreads. Look. You know, they go like thingy. Don't think I'm supposed to squash them down too much though, do you? Right, I'm going to do it rest and then I'm going to come back. Right, so what I've done, I've still got some more there, but I'm going to do that. I'm going to do it in 2 batches. So I'm going to cook these 9. I don't know how much they're going to splosh out, you see. So, let's get them in the oven and see what happens. Right, we've got 9 minutes left. It's preheated. Let's put them in. Close the door and let's come back in 9 minutes and see what happens. Just thought I'd show you where we're up to. Can you see? They've like, I don't want to open the door, but they're coming along nicely. I think it was a good idea to only put 9 on because I think they're going to spread out a little bit more. But we've got 5 minutes 55, so I'm going to get kettle on and then, well actually no, I can't have any yet because you have to let them cool down before you eat them, don't you? We'll come back when they come out the oven. Everyone, we've just got under 2 minutes left. Look at them now. They've gone massive. The one at the back there is a bit small. Definitely better than buying a packet, I think. We've got 1 minute 36, so I'll let you look when they come out the oven. Right, it's finished. Wow, look at that. Oh, sorry. Can't actually get hold of the bleeding tray. Shut up. Let's turn this off. Gets on my weight, that noise. There we go. Right, we've got them. Well, obviously the proof's in the tasting. They're very soft at the moment, obviously, because they've got to cool down. But they look like a gingerbread, don't they? They're actually pretty big. That's my hand. Look at the size. So I think they were like 40 gram balls. That one up there was 33 grams. And these were a bit bigger. But considering that's the first biscuit I've ever made, it looks good. Obviously, we'll have to just see how it tastes. So I'm going to come back when it's ready. We'll look at the crispiness. We'll have a nice cup of tea with it, and you can let me know what you think. So everyone, quick update. They're still warm. I had them on that tray there, the oven tray. It looks all discoloured. You know how the oven trays get like, don't you? It is clean though. I've had that thing done anyway. But they're looking pretty good. I think my oven's cooking hotter on the right side than the left hand side. So, not that that really matters. I think that's the one I'm going to have first with my cup of tea. But I just wanted to let you know what they were looking at now. And can't wait to try them. Right everyone, we're getting ready for the biscuit reveal. But I'm going to make a cup of tea. Anyone that's not English or British or knows how we make cups of tea, this might be of interest to you. So you want a tea bag. Some people who are posh, I'm not one of them, have tea leaves. My grandma and granddad used to have tea leaves. They weren't posh either. That was the old-fashioned way of having it. I do actually prefer tea leaves. Someone told me ages ago that what's in the bags is all the stuff to sweep up off the floor. So I don't know. I've got my lovely little cups. These are French. It's the French equivalent of Pyrex. Anyway, let's get the water in. Let's see these biscuits. Oh, they look lovely. Now, I'm not the type of person that, it's a bit wonky that, but that'll do. I'm not the type of person, me, that lets the tea bag brew for ages, because I just don't like, the, you know, that tannin taste. And apparently, well, apparently I'm very, very good at making cups of tea, and I think it's because they taste fresh, but you get the flavour out of the bag. So all you do is wish the bag around the cup. This is really boring for the people that know how to make a cup of tea English style, that do it every day. And then you just take the bag out when you get to a colour that you like. That's probably about, let's have one more squeeze. That's it for me. And then let's add the milk, and then we'll get to the biscuits, which are fabulous. There we go. Oh, what do you think of them cups? I think they're gorgeous. Try and buy these. These were second hand, as I said, from a charity, but if you try and buy these, they're actually quite expensive. Our Sarah will laugh when she sees me doing that with a spoon. I don't know why. Oh God. Right, these are the biscuits. What do you make of that? And that one that I want is that one. It's cooked really nicely on the front and back. It's got that gorgeous ginger colour to it. They're not really crispy as I'd like them to be. But let's have a taste. Absolutely gorgeous then. Gorgeous. I reckon I'm going to put more ginger in, because I think you can definitely taste the ginger, but I think I put more fresh ginger in. But with that cup of tea, I'm going to be spot on then. So yeah, I could have bought a packet of ginger biscuits for like, I don't know, 60p or something from Tesco. But I ended up making them instead for you, so I hope you like. Yeah, we're doing some Oldham video. I don't know if I'm going to be doing much in Oldham this weekend, because our Sarah's coming up with the Rube, but I'm sure we can squeeze something in. And that's it. Thanks for watching.